Good afternoon and welcome to the 2016 Golden Bishop Awards. My name is Emma Drangowski. I'm a senior politics and government major.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jerry Larison, and I'm a senior politics and government major as well. We come together today to celebrate the art of leadership and service. We hope that those of you receiving awards today have enjoyed the much-deserved praise and recognition for your abilities and accomplishments.
Our biggest fans surround us today: OU faculty and staff, members of the alumni board, and our family and friends. These are the people who have all closely followed our collegiate careers. They have supported us in putting on events, purchased tickets to every show, fundraiser, or charity event. They have watched us grow and delighted in our success. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate our dedication and contributions to our campus community and beyond.
Two things before we begin. Number one, please silence your cell phones. Number two, note in your programs that the descriptions of the awards are in there because our presenters will be spending their time speaking of the recipients themselves. Now let's start. Please join me in welcoming our first presenter, Sally Lieber, Director of Community Service Learning.
Good afternoon. It's really nice to be here, and they usually ask me to come up first, and I'm really usually nervous, and am I standing in the right place and saying the right things, and where's the X on the floor? And I think something that doesn't happen often enough is that we need to give big thanks to Nancy Biel-Rakowski for putting this entire thing on. So thank you to you and your team. Okay, first up are the Community Service Awards, and I would like to ask Riley Reynolds to come to the stage. Riley? Riley is actually getting 2 awards, and I'm going to tell you the names of the awards, and then you will see why basically she's getting both of these awards for the same reason. The first award is the Charles J. Ping Award for Student Service in the state of Ohio. It is arguably the highest award that any student can achieve while in college. This is a competitive process, and Riley, I knew when we nominated her that Riley was going to receive this award. I knew we had a good contender here. So the first one, the Charles J. Ping Award. So logically, it comes as no surprise that Riley also receives the Student Humanitarian Award, and I'd like to read you some text about this. When we think of green initiatives and sustainability at Ohio Wesleyan, Riley Reynolds is the name that comes to mind. The first time I met Riley, she was standing literally waist deep in trash in the basement of this building. I've thought about this a lot, and I've come to think that this is the perfect illustration of Riley's commitment to literally get her hands dirty to make this world a better place. Riley, do you remember that?
I do remember.
Okay. Okay, so here is just an abbreviated list of Riley's accomplishments. She is a dedicated member of the Treehouse and has provided a lot of leadership during a time when their work has just exponentially grown, and they have accomplished so much in the last 4 years. She's in the Environmental and Wildlife Club. She has done wilderness treks. On her applications, we noted that one of the things Riley has done exceptionally well is mentor other students, and a lot of the students that she mentored in these activities and also on the wilderness treks are now student leaders in their own right, and I think that's a real skill. Riley received a Theory to Practice grant. She helped support a bakery for disabled children in Peru. And actually, she raised so much money that she was able to get quite a bit of additional equipment for this bakery. And Riley has, without question, demonstrated leadership, an innovative approach to essential problem solving, and an unwavering commitment to change. She was also an international finalist for Project Green Challenge, and if you Google Riley, check out her blogs, they're great. Okay, so Riley, I am very happy to present to you the Charles J. Ping Student Service Award and the Student Humanitarian Award. Okay, it's the globe. It's the globe. Okay. Go tell him to give you the globe. She gets the globe. Okay, next is the Columbus Initiative Award, and I would like to invite Marlene Polio and Syed Raza to come up and stand right here. So I'm going to quote Rock Jones because he used a phrase a couple weeks ago that I really liked, and it is, "This year, the Columbus Initiative has faced challenges that have turned into opportunities." I like that phrase. And it has been a year where we've redesigned, reevaluated, and made lots of changes in this program. And this program has stayed afloat because of the two people standing in front of you, Raza and Marlene. Now, I don't think they realize it, and I think they might protest when I say this, but they are actually, in many ways, the perfect team. They're kind of like a sailboat. Marlene has been the rudder, keeping us on course and guiding us to the right place, and Raza is the wind. He is the passionate force that has guided us forward. Marlene and Raza are both at their best when working with students, but today we're honoring them for their committed leadership to the administrative student management of the Columbus Initiative. And this is a program that has kept its promise to the most marginalized children in the Columbus Public Schools for 26 years. Now, many of you don't know this about them, but there is a whole building full of teachers and students who think they are rock stars. And I agree, and I thank you both very much. Okay, next up, I would like to invite Allie Phillips to join me. Allie Phillips is the recipient of the Patricia G. Young Award. This is given each year in recognition of outstanding leadership to children and youth. And I'd like to just tell you a bit about this award. It's named in honor of an OWU trustee who spent her career working in the juvenile courts and with mediations. Patricia G. Young currently serves as a senior judge in her home state of Iowa, and she is still passionate about helping children. I am not at all surprised that Allie is our recipient because even before this was announced, I had 4 people tell me she was the best candidate. So she's standing here. So there are many things we could say about Allie. She is a member of the Education Fellows. She's a member of the Educational Honorary Kappa Delta Phi. She has served in a leadership role with the Student Education Board. She has been an engaged and active scholar. Her travels have taken her to Costa Rica and Finland to study and participate in early childhood courses. Most importantly, and this was noted by a number of people, Allie is exactly the kind of person you want to have as your child's teacher. So, Allie, we're proud of you, we're proud of your work, we're proud of your commitment, and we know that you will make a profound difference in the field of early childhood education, and we're very happy to present you with this award.
Thank you so much.
Okay, our last award is our Bridge Builder Award, and I would like the members of HALO to come up and stand right here. Let's give it up for HALO. Now, as they're walking up, I think some of you are sitting there saying, HALO, I've never heard of HALO. What is HALO? Well, HALO is Hispanic and Latino Outreach. And the organizer of this, the guiding force behind this, is Michael. This group of people, in my mind, is the most committed group of volunteers and activists that we have on this campus. And I want to read you a little bit about their work. Okay, so this group of people, this wonderful collection of humanity, is quietly doing more good work in Ohio Wesleyan's backyard than you could ever imagine. They have reached out to Delaware's Hispanic and Latino population, and they are actively working to make lives better. They are translating, tutoring, mentoring, serving meals, and sharing traditions like Las Posadas. I can say with complete confidence that they have improved the lives of many of our nearby neighbors in Delaware's 2nd Ward. They have provided invaluable aid by way of translation to Woodward teachers, strengthened community ties and access to services at Woodward Family Resource Center, and provided hope and encouragement to Delaware Hayes High School Hispanic and Latino students through the implementation of the LASER program. They are true servant leaders, and I am inspired by their humility and their passion. Today, on this stage, I am honored to present the 2016 Group Bridge Builder Award to members of HALO. Thank you for all that you are, all that you've done, and all that you will be. Okay, next up.
It's our privilege to announce 3 awards today. First, the recipient of the 2016 Program of the Year Award goes to Mock Convention. The criteria for this award suggest that the winning program demonstrate ingenuity, creativity, and provide a significant contribution to the Ohio Wesleyan community. With that description in mind, Mock Convention was the perfect selection. Beginning in the late 1880s, and continuing nearly every 4 years in conjunction with the national presidential election, this event gives students hands-on experience in holding platform hearings, drafting and debating a party platform, and nominating and electing candidates to run for the offices of President and Vice President of the United States. OWU's Mock Convention always focuses on the party not currently in office, so this year the event was a simulation of a Republican Party convention, and in February, over 400 participants came together for this 2-day event to learn about the presidential nominating process and the important issues in the 2016 election. Thank you so much for an enduring and fantastic program. Congratulations.
I have to take my glasses off. Everybody else puts theirs on. This year's Club Advisor of the Year is John English. So can you come up here, John? No, he's not popular at all. John is our Ohio Wesleyan rugby director. John is in charge of the men's and the women's rugby team. He has taken this sport to a new level. It amazes me when I go to their games and the players are running down the field and John is screaming, I hope this is right terminology, go left, throw the ball, spread apart, blah, blah, blah. They will stop and look at him. And they do it. It amazes me. One of the students said, John is kind, respectful, patient, and committed. This is how John's nominators, the OWU Rugby Club described their advisor. And they have more to say. John spends countless hours with the team by traveling hundreds of miles for games, coming to every practice, and advocating for the club. On a deeper level, John inspires players to be better on and off the field, strives to act as a role model, and has an interest in the well-being and lives of the students he coaches. Without him, the OWU rugby program would not be as successful as it is today. This is advising at its best. Thank you, John, and thank you for making my job easier.
The 2016 Club of the Year is Campus Programming Board. What does it take to be Club of the Year? Creative programming, exemplary membership recruitment and retention, but most importantly, passion. The mission of Campus Programming Board is to bring entertaining events to campus for the purpose of enriching the social life of our students, and they have certainly accomplished that this year. CPB hosts some of Ohio Wesleyan's biggest events, including Acapalooza, Bishop Bash, and they serve as a co-sponsor for all of our favorite Day on the J. Not only is CPB a role model organization on our campus, but they stack up really well when compared to other programming boards across the country. Listen to these compliments from entertainers and vendors recently hosted by CPB. The organization, logistics, marketing, and production for our show was spot on. Another says, their programming board was organized, friendly, and went beyond my expectations, superior to other places I have performed. And finally, to say that we had a great experience would be an understatement. The enthusiasm of the students producing the show was infectious, and you could tell they wanted us and the students in attendance to have a fantastic experience. We would return to Ohio Wesleyan in a heartbeat. Thank you for representing Ohio Wesleyan so well, and congratulations, CPB.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's a little warm in here, but this is a celebration, so good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Therese Stevenson, and I am the Director of Multicultural Student Affairs here at Ohio Wesleyan University, and I'm also a proud member of the class of '95. The Pete and Barbara Smith Leadership Award is presented to a student who, through their various campus involvement, exhibit extraordinary leadership, create opportunities for involvement, and display dignity and value for their fellow peers. This award is named for Pete, class of 1970, and Barbara, class of 1974 Smith, the founders and visionary for the Student Union on Black Awareness, otherwise known as SUBA. Their vision of a united community, leadership in unifying the community, and commitment to their community were felt in 1968 with the founding of SUBA, and their legacy endures and resides at OWU today. This year, I have the distinct honor of giving this award to two very worthy individuals. If Jerry Larison would join me at the podium. Come and stand next to me. Jerry Larison is a graduating senior from Boston, Massachusetts, who truly embodies and emulates the Ohio Wesleyan experience. He served the Ohio Wesleyan community in various capacities of leadership. He has been a member of WCSA his entire OWU career. He has been elected to positions within there, including residential representative, vice president, and president. He has served as membership chair for President's Club, head peer mentor for OMSA's pre-orientation program, as well as various other leadership positions within his beloved fraternity, Sigma Chi. Not only has Jerry been active and a contributing member of Moot Court, the President's Council on Cultural and Racial Diversity, Academic Conduct Committee, and the Ohio Student Government Association's Campus Safety and Gender-Based Violence Prevention Task Force. Jerry has also invested time to sharpen his singing skills as a member of the Jaywalkers and has strengthened his arm muscles as a scooper in the Delaware Horse Parade. Among Jerry's many accolades are the Golden Bishop Award for WCSA Best Overall Member, Order of Omega's Greek Man of the Year, OWU Bishop's Trophy, OMSA's Rising Star First Year Leadership Award, and many others. A dedicated staff intern in the Alumni Relations Office, Jerry has facilitated multiple community discussions, participated in countless panels, and offered a laugh and a helping hand. Jerry's ability to move in and out of social circles is remarkable, and his ability to listen and make everyone feel comfortable is truly a gift. He is deeply respected and revered by faculty, staff, students, alumni, and Board of Trustee members. I have no doubt that Jerry will represent Ohio Wesleyan University as a distinctive graduate and give back to his community through service, time, and resources. Thank you. If Shelley Reeves would come forward. When Shelley arrived at Ohio Wesleyan, she said she wanted to find her voice. Well, Shelley did more than just that. She has been active in student organizations including SUBA, Sisters United, Campus Girl Scouts, President's Club, WCSA, Wood and Symphonic Wind Ensemble, the President's Commission on Cultural and Racial Diversity, and Gospeliers. Shelley willfully has volunteered hours to Big Brother Big Sisters, Crop Walk, Second Ward's Community Unity Festival, and through her mission team involvement. She has presented at both the regional, national, and international conferences. As a resident assistant, Shelley has positively impacted the lives of her peers and is a certified teaching assistant at the Cleveland Museum of Art, which she goes and volunteers on the weekends. She helps to mold the minds of our future artists and leaders. Shelley is a passionate advocate and dedicated scholar. Shelley has conducted research and worked on projects with several beloved faculty members, including Dr. Judy Lynn Ryan and Dr. Randy Quay. She has received a Tippett grant as a first-year student, which culminated in her bringing Dr. Gloria Scott, the first African-American president of Girl Scouts USA, to Ohio Wesleyan this spring. And I have to tell you, I've worked at over 5 institutions and been in higher ed for over 15 years, attended hundreds of programs, and that program is in my top 10. Through her Tippett experience, Shelley has embarked on writing a book on the history of African-American Girl Scouts throughout history. Her semester studying abroad in Tanzania also rejuvenated her passion for her 2 majors, International Business and Black World Studies, and her double minor, English and Women and Gender Studies. Shelley's jovial spirit, easygoing personality, and sincere inquisitiveness make her truly special. I will miss you next year, Shelley. I know that you will continue to thrive, learn, grow, and give as you leave this beloved campus. But I have no doubt that you will be a leader in any community in which you live and an activist, and I know you will change our global society for the better. Did you get it? Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to announce the recipient of the OWU Spirit Award, Ahmed Abdel Halim. Although Ahmed is participating in track and field events today and cannot be with us, we'll take a moment to celebrate his spirit. He was described in 3 words by his nominator, as approachable, outgoing, and goal-oriented. Anyone who knows Ahmed would have to agree with these sentiments. His genuine interest in learning and the depth and breadth of his involvement are inspiring. His interest in engaging in campus life have led Ahmed to participate in fraternity life and athletics. His freshman year, he represented OWU on the soccer, football, and track and field teams. His sophomore year, he swept the NCAC honors in triple jump, long jump, and on track and field. This year, he went a step further and represented Ohio Wesleyan on the national stage, being named All-American in the triple jump at Indoor Nationals. He also represents OWU through his job as a tour guide on campus. And he most literally represented Ohio Wesleyan University during several OWU events where he donned the Battling Bishop costume to act as mascot. He's indicative of the diversity at Ohio Wesleyan, fluent in both English and Arabic, was born in England to Egyptian immigrants, and attended high school in Northern Ohio. His big personalities become part of the OWU experience for many students. Thank you for being a role model of that spirit, Ahmed. Accepting the award on his behalf today is his fraternity brother, Daud Baz. And now I'll announce the Outstanding First Year Student Award. Hannah Wargo, please come forward. This award honors excellence among first-year students. The criteria for the award suggests that the winning student, quote, demonstrates significant contributions to the Ohio Wesleyan community. In addition, the winner must have a minimum GPA of 3.0. Have first-year student status, and have excelled in a breadth of campus activities above and beyond the typical first-year student. Anyone who knows Hannah knows that she goes well beyond that in all she sets out to do. A theater major, Hannah described her start at OWU in the following words: I immediately sought to satisfy my intellectual curiosity upon entering OWU. I got involved in the theater department, improv troupe, choir, and the transcript. Hannah strives for personal excellence in her academic work, campus activities, and social spheres. Congratulations, and we expect great things.
All right, it's my pleasure to be presenting our WCSA Awards, and if you're unsure, WCSA is our student government here at Ohio Wesleyan. So to start will be our Best New Member Award, which will be Mallory Griffith. If you can please come join me at the stage. In the middle of last semester, Mallory Griffith stepped into a senator position when an individual on WCSA was no longer able to serve their term. She instantly impressed me with her ability to dive into the work the WCSA requires and to be an ambitious motivator for change on campus. Since then, she has done nothing but flourish in her position as co-chair of our Student Life Committee. She has helped lead the committee towards successful work to better the dining experience on campus, to create a busing service to Columbus, and so much more. Mallory is dedicating to bettering the lives of OWU students, and we are so lucky to have her passion on WCSA. I'm honored to be presenting you with this year's Best New Member of WCSA Award. All right, up next is our Best Overall Member of WCSA Award, which this year is being given to Sharik Sadiq. If you can please join me at the stage. Sharik has been a member of WCSA for the past 3 years and has diligently served on our budget committee for all of that time. He is always ready and willing to provide his valuable insights on WCSA's budget decisions, which helps our government run more effectively and efficiently. Without his constant contributions, our student government would be missing out on a very important student voice. Thank you for all of your time and effort in WCSA, and it is my pleasure to recognize you for all of your hard work. All right, and then last but certainly not least is our Friend of WCSA Award, which this year is going to Jean Costelli. After 3 years of working with Gene Castelli, I can honestly say through personal experience that he is an individual who sincerely cares about the students on this campus. He is always ready, willing, and excited to meet with the WCSA Student Life Committee and to discuss OWU's feelings toward food on campus. Not only does he meet with students to provide an open ear, but he also follows through on what has been asked of him and is constantly working to improve the dining services at Ohio Wesleyan. So for all of the meetings that you have taken with WCSA and for all of your hard work to implement the suggestions that students provide, we are happy to award you with this year's Friend of WCSA Award.
It is my pleasure to announce Justin Dagus as the recipient of the W Association Award. Justin cannot be here today due to a baseball game. Justin's brother, Stephen Dagus, will be accepting his W Association Award in his absence. In the words of Justin's coach, Tyler Mott, I have been fortunate enough to have coached Justin for the past 3.5 years at OWU. Justin told me as a sophomore that he wanted to be the face of our baseball program, and he has been just that. He's been a tremendous leader for OWU baseball. Outside of baseball, Justin volunteers at Willowbrook Assisted Living every weekend around his baseball schedule. In 2015, he was VP of Communications of Sig Up Fraternity. He has also volunteered at the Strand Movie Theater for Greek Day, the Belly Flop Philanthropy for Alzheimer's Awareness, and the Walk to End Alzheimer's event on campus this past fall. Justin has been a true leader on and off the field during his time at OWU. On behalf of our players and coaches, thank you, Justin, for the lasting impact you have made in our program and in our community.
The second recipient of this award is Megan Schulze. Megan is an outstanding ambassador for Ohio Wesleyan University, the athletic department, the cross-country team, and the track and field program. Megan has represented Ohio Wesleyan in the national championship meet in cross-country and has twice been elected captain by her peers. The second selection came even though a serious injury prevented her from competing that year. That fact that the teammates still elected her as captain speaks volume about the type of person and leader Megan is. According to Megan's coach, whose team is in competition and couldn't be with us, Megan has had several setbacks in her career at OWU. She's handled these with grace and class, continuing to be an outstanding role model for her teammates even when her injuries robbed her of the end of her athletic career here. I am honored to have coached Megan. Unquote. Congratulations.
Hi, I'd like to ask Bhuneshwar Arjun to join me up at the podium. Bhuneshwar is the recipient of this year's Guy Sarvis Award. Bhuneshwar is known on campus for reaching out and honoring other individuals' stories and traditions. Through his leadership in Viva Latin America and Sangam, he continually helps to create an environment for rich conversations and cultural acceptance. He has also contributed to the Delaware community with his positions at Bridges to Independence and as a volunteer at the Grace Clinic. Bhuneshwar is truly an outstanding campus and community leader. He embodies a spirit of hospitality and inclusion, and that is why the President's Commission on Racial and Cultural Diversity is proud to recognize his achievements with this award.
have the honor of recognizing members of the President's Club today. The President's Club is a select group of students who assist with hosting events at my home and other events for visitors to the campus. They plan President's Ball, they develop a leadership curriculum, and today we both recognize the graduating seniors who are members of President's Club and announce those who have been selected as new members of President's Club for the coming year. First, those who will be graduating, and I'll ask you to stand as I call your name to remain standing, and we'll recognize the group when I have completed the list. Amanda Liu, Bill Malanik, Danique Corbett, Emily Feldmeser, Emily Julius, Gina Grosclose, Jerry Larison, Jess Gooden, Carson Stevenson, Kelly Kiefer, Megan Finke, Milagros Green, Morgan Christie, Nicole Nitty, Paul Anderson, Sean Roskamp, Shelley Reeves, Taylor Heasley, Valentina Marginian, Whitney Wiedock, and Yasmin Radzi. Let's recognize the graduating seniors. Thank you. And now, after completing an application, an essay, and participating in both group and individual interviews, I'm pleased to announce the newest members of President's Club who will begin their service next year. Addison Stern, a first-year student from Dublin, Ohio, who is playing lacrosse today. Caroline Hamilton, a junior from University Heights, Ohio, who's in a golf tournament today. Chloe Dyer, a sophomore from Guysville, Ohio. Dawood Baz, a junior from Nangarhar, Afghanistan. Elise Bear, a junior from Hoboken, New Jersey. Haley Jacobson, a sophomore from Mayfield Heights, Ohio. Hope Walls, a sophomore from Delaware, Ohio. Catherine Romeo, a sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. Laura Benson, a sophomore from Weston, Massachusetts. Leslie Alton, a junior from Barrington, Illinois. Lisette Gonzalez, a junior from West Chicago, Illinois. Mallory McCorkle, a junior from Columbus, Ohio. Meg Ryan, a junior from New Fairfield, Connecticut. Natalie Campbell, a first-year student from Apex, North Carolina. Paul Heithouse, a sophomore from Greencastle, Indiana, who's playing in an OWU alumni soccer game today. Ronnie Gwynn, a sophomore from Charleston, West Virginia. Shelby Shazak, a sophomore from Littleton, Colorado. Surya DeCordy, a freshman from Highland Ranch, Colorado. And Trey Olson, a sophomore from Northbrook, Illinois, who also is playing in the soccer alumni game today. Let's welcome the new members of President's Club. Thank you.
It's now time to turn our attention to perhaps the most prestigious awards of the afternoon, the Meek Leadership Awards. Established with a contribution from Phil Meek and Nancy Laporte Meek, both members of the class of 1959, the Meek Leadership Awards are bestowed on seniors who've demonstrated exceptional leadership and service during their time at Ohio Wesleyan and show promise to sustain that commitment through their lives. This award also includes a financial gift credited toward the student's existing loans or a monetary award for those students is fortunate enough not to have an outstanding loan. Due to the generosity of the Meeks, the award total tonight is $10,000. So Kurt Holmes and I are honored to present this year's award, and we will start with Emma Dronkowski. Emma? Emma is from Royal Oak, Michigan, and will graduate in May with a major in politics and government and a minor in history. She exemplifies leadership and has served the Ohio Wesleyan community in countless ways during her time here. Described as poised and articulate, but also funny and kind, Emma's OWU involvement has included leadership roles with WCSA, Kappa Alpha Theta, Orientation, Hillel, Mock Convention, and Fresh X. She's a member of the Interfaith House and is voted by her classmates as a graduating class trustee. In that role, she will serve a 3-year term on Ohio Wesleyan's Board of Trustees. Among her many involvements, Emma has also served on the spring break mission team to Haiti and earned the 2015 James Hearn Award for Community Service. If this isn't enough, amazingly, Emma has been on the Dean's List every semester at OWU and is a member of the National Political Science Honor Society, Pi Sigma Alpha. Quote, Emma has a rare combination of qualities that make her leadership distinct, says Ashley Beisler, Associate Professor of Politics and Government. First and foremost, she has the remarkable ability to be smarter, more organized, and yet more humble than everyone in the room. In and out of class, Emma sets a standard for professionalism, humility, and excellence that raises the bar for all of those around her. Emma says that she seeks to emulate leadership qualities that she admires in others. Leaders are most often not the people leading a meeting or bossing people around, she says, but simply are the ones who demonstrate the attitude, action, work ethic, respect, and kindness that they hope to see in those around them. Congratulations, Emma.
And the only person in the room likely to be Rock's boss. Kayla Johnson, would you join us up here? Kayla's from Shaker Heights, Ohio, and will graduate in May with a double major in Women's and Gender Study and Socioanthropology, as well as a double minor in Black World Studies and English. As an engaged leader and mentor, Kayla is very involved in many campus organizations, including Sisters United and the Student Union on Black Awareness. She's also been a resident assistant at the House of Black Culture and a mission team leader, and the OMSA pre-orientation peer mentor. Kayla is passionate about spreading awareness about women's health, intersectionality, and social justice. She served on the Women's Resource Center intern for 3 years. At the student-run center, Kayla has taken the lead in providing important programs and initiatives, such as the annual Written on Body Speak Out event to promote body image and empowerment. She also has organized speaker events and workshops to educate students on safe sex, consent, and sexual health. In addition, Kayla and 2 other students were invited to present their research on navigating underrepresentation in the academy at the 2016 Race, Class, Gender, and Sexuality Symposium, Gendered Bodies, Gendered Lives at Wright State University. Kayla plans to continue working on women's health and social justice issues following graduation, either by pursuing a graduate degree in a relevant field or working for a nonprofit. Those who interact with Kayla know that she stands for equity in all things and is willing to roll up her sleeves to do the work. Kayla focuses on helping all individuals feel included and expresses an openness to differing ideas and perspectives. Her ability to communicate effectively with others through listening and understanding helps her foster strong relationships. Being part of the OWU community has fostered and developed the best of my leadership qualities, Kayla says. I remain committed to letting my light shine in all that I do. Described as extremely dependable, mature, and self-motivated, Kayla truly serves as a role model for other students. Congratulations.
Next up, we have Jerry Larison. Jerry is from Boston, Massachusetts, and will graduate in May with a major in politics and government. Since arriving on campus in 2012, Jerry has had a strong impact on the Ohio Wesleyan community, earning multiple leadership roles. He's described as having a commitment to both community and service that runs in his veins. His involvement includes both as president and vice president at WCSA, as well as in leadership roles for the President's Club, OMSA, and Sigma Chi. He's also served as a longtime intern for the Alumni Relations Office and as a member of the President's Cabinet on Racial and Cultural Diversity, on the Academic Conduct Committee, the Ohio Student Government Association Campus Safety and Gender-Based Violent Protection Task Force. Whew, that's a mouthful. He also, in his own words, attempts to, quote, hit the low notes as a member of the Jaywalkers. His many academic successes include completing research into the Tea Party movement, earning a top 16 finish in the regional moot court competition, and earning membership in the National Academic Greek Honor Society, Gamma Sigma Alpha. Jerry Larison truly embodies and illuminates the Ohio Wesleyan experience, says Therese Stevenson, Director of Multicultural Student Affairs. Jerry's ability to move in and out of social circles is remarkable, and his ability to listen and make everyone feel comfortable is a gift. Jerry says that leaders must lead in good times and bad. Quote, the most important leadership lesson I've learned is the reality of failure and how to deal with it as a leader. It's been the most important because I've learned that leadership by example isn't just important in moments of success, but also in moments of failure. Join me in congratulating Jerry.
Shelley Reeves, my friend, would you join me up here? Shelley is from Shaker Heights, Ohio, and will graduate in May with a double major in International Studies and Black World Studies. As senior class president and a member of many campus organizations, she's an engaged and active member of the Ohio Wesleyan community. Described as a student scholar, change agent, and community builder, Shelley is involved in Student Union on Black Awareness, Sisters United, President's Club, and the OWU Girl Scouts. She's represented the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs at national and regional conferences and presented at the Great Lakes College Association 2015 Students of Color Leadership Conference. Exemplifying community outreach, Shelley participates in Big Brothers Big Sisters and has organized community drives for local shelters. She's awarded Theory to Practice grants as a first-year student and has conducted research on the African Americans and Girl Scouts. She also served as a WCSA committee member for 4 years and resident assistant for 3 years. In addition, she's interned for several museums and volunteered as a certified museum instructor for the Cleveland Museum of Art. As a community leader and activist, Shelley believes in listening to others and validating their experiences. Quote, throughout my senior year, I've worked hard to empower others to find their voice and speak out about things that are dear to them. Those who've worked with Shelley know that her jovial personality, easygoing spirit, and sincere inquisitiveness set her apart. She's passionate on many issues and shares her knowledge and curiosity with everyone she encounters. Throughout her OWU career, Shelley's personified leadership and a commitment to service. Congratulations.
Whitney Weedlock, will you please join me here? Whitney is from Hilliard, Ohio, and will graduate with an early education major and a concentration in psychology. Her leadership has grown deep roots during her time here, nourished by her quiet but constant ethic of service. Described as someone who truly embodies the spirit and the mission of the Meek Leadership Award, Whitney has been a resident assistant for 3 years. She has also worked as a tour guide, been elected to the Education Student Board, served for 3 years on the President's Club, including 2 years as the group president, has led a mission trip team to Nicaragua, and volunteered with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and much more. A future elementary school teacher, Whitney has worked at Ohio Wesleyan's Early Childhood Center for 4 years, served as a lead teacher for the Good Start summer preschool program, and served as both a presenter and a volunteer at the Ohio Association for the Education of Young Children Conference. In addition, she wrote a successful Theory to Practice grant that took 7 students to Orlando, Florida for the National Association for the Education of Young Children annual conference. Academically, Whitney has earned the Dean's List recognition every semester at Ohio Wesleyan and is a Schubert Scholar. She's also a member of the International Honor Society in Education, Kappa Delta Pi, a member of the National Leadership Honor Society, Omicron Delta Kappa, and a member of Mortarboard. Whitney will always be a leader, says Amy McClure, professor and chair of the Department of Education. I think it's in her DNA. Whitney says she will treasure the additional education she received at Ohio Wesleyan by meeting people from all over the world. Quote, I will carry these OWU acquired skills into my future classroom as a teacher. The most important thing to me as a future teacher is to teach in a diverse classroom. I want to continue to lead my future students and fellow colleagues through encouragement and support. Congratulations, Whitney.
And will Elizabeth Wynn join me on stage? Lizzie is from Morristown, New Jersey, and will graduate with a major in international studies and minors in sociology, anthropology, and Black World Studies. A proponent of community service, she has served on many mission trips to areas including Detroit and New Orleans. This year, she was reflection leader for the Lakota, South Dakota mission team. Lizzie also studied abroad in Tanzania during the first semester of her junior year. Striving to share what she has learned during her travels, she presented the campus community her research, quote, When Disease Meets Guns, the relationship between conflicts and AIDS in sub-Saharan Africa. In addition, Lizzie has tremendous academic success at OWU. She was involved in many honorary societies, such as Phi Eta Sigma, Phi Society, Sigma Iota Rho, Mortarboard, and Gamma Sigma Alpha. Her educational success also has permitted Lizzie to gain career experience outside the classroom, including an internship helping graduates in the Youth Alliance seek out employment opportunities. On campus, Lizzie's involved in Kappa Alpha Theta and has served as its Chief Operations Officer. She's also been an orientation leader, alumni coordinator for the Spirit and Homecoming Organization, co-president of the Black World Studies Student Board, member of the International Student Board, a legacy intern for the International and Off-Campus Program Office. We are lucky to have her, but also so excited to see the great impact her leadership will make on the world when she leaves us in May, says Major Gifts Officer Colleen Byers. After graduation, Lizzie will spend a year in Las Cayes, Haiti, working as a guest house manager and volunteer coordinator. She credits those who've traveled with her on her OWU journey, helping her improve herself. Quote, it is the inspiring and passionate students I've been lucky to surround myself with, as well as the supportive and intellectual faculty members I have worked with who've pushed me to become my best self and the young woman I am today. Indeed, Lizzie, congratulations.
Well, this is an extraordinary afternoon as I look around the room and see those who have been recognized and those who have contributed to shaping those who have been recognized. I feel as if we are celebrating the very essence of Ohio Wesleyan. Our charter, written when we were founded in 1842, said that an Ohio Wesleyan education is to be designed for the benefit of citizens in general. And for now nearly 175 years on this campus, the faculty have structured an education that was both rigorous in the classroom and rich in opportunities beyond the classroom. Opportunities where our students can grow intellectually, but where they also acquire the capacities for leadership and service that literally change the world. And so it's no surprise that through the years, people have spoken of Ohio Wesleyan as a place that is committed to education for leadership and service. And today we talk about the education of moral leaders for a global society. And as this afternoon we have recognized those who have provided distinguished leadership and service on our campus, who have reached out beyond the borders of our campus to build bridges and to shape a more inclusive community and a more inclusive world. And as we recognize those who advise and guide our students, we celebrate the essence of Ohio Wesleyan and that founding commitment to design an education that benefits citizens in general. And so I congratulate those who have been recognized today. I thank the parents, other family members, faculty members, and staff members who have helped in this process. Parents, you've been at it for 21 or 22 years. Faculty and staff, you've had the privilege of working with these students for 3 or 4 years. And together we celebrate their accomplishments. And more than that, we look forward to all that is to come. And students, as you are recognized today, we can only imagine where you will travel from the OU campus. We can only imagine the way in which you will benefit citizens in general, and we can only imagine the ways in which you will change the world. What we do not have to imagine is the fact that we know you will do it. Thank you.
What an amazing program. It's been a gift for each of us to celebrate the many contributions each of our award recipients have offered to Ohio Wesleyan and to the community. Before we leave, I would like to thank some very important people who have made our event happen today. Melinda Benson for playing the piano during the reception. Rock Jones, Colleen Garland, and Kurt Holmes. And the Golden Bishop Awards Committee. I know that everyone is eager to offer hugs and take photos, but we would like the award recipients to all stand at this time for our recognition one last time. And now we're going to send all of the award recipients for a group photo in the atrium, and they will return for photos with family and friends.
Congratulations. Come on, it's now. Congratulations to all those receiving awards. Thank you for your service and for leadership. Please enjoy some refreshments with OU friends and family. The weather is great, so enjoy the weekend. Thank you very much.